Well, let's take a look at some of the price points here. The leggies, you know, a big impact player in the Vivo IPL. And you're looking at these numbers. Rashid Khan, 4 crore rupees. Piyush Chawla at 4.25. Mishra at 3.5. Imran Tahir was an absolute steal at 50 lakh. And Yuzvendra Chahal, I mean, that's even more of these. 10 lakh rupees, Sean. I mean, when you look at that, you wonder, and you think of Rashid Khan, and you think, well, he's fit Imran Tahir pretty much in the auction. I mean, shocking, yes?
It is. It made no sense that Imran Tahir wasn't picked up in the auction, and then you go Chahal and the performances he's bringing. Yeah. This man's been added a different dimension for them, and it's important because they lost a little bit of the X factor in the Fizz. Fizz went missing. He's only been playing maybe 3 or 4 matches for them. So to have something different, to have something to talk about, it's wonderful in a team setup when a new exciting person comes into the unit, gives you something different, makes the batsman wonder about what's coming next. It gives you a nice lift in the T20 field when you feel like you're under pressure a lot of the time. And that is a great option for them.
Well, you've told us he's got something different. Now, what is that something different? This is where we put them to work a bit more. And guys, I'm going to take you back to the touch screen. Tell us a bit more about what he adds. What does Rashid Khan really add to this lineup?
Yeah, he has been good, hasn't he, Dino? He really did perform superbly well in his first game. Have a look at his bowling action. The one thing that's a little bit different to a lot of leg spinners, it's almost a little bit like Anil Kumble. If you draw a line and show the perpendicular line of where the delivery should come from, you'll see that on the angle, there's just a slight angle over that way. So what happens to left-hander, right-hander, he ends up sliding the ball in, creates a little bit of his drift in a natural variation that he possesses. And then once he's done that, he has the ability to bowl the leg spinner and the googly, which makes him really, really effective. We'll roll it on and have a look at quite a bit of his footage. And he's been a surprise package, hasn't he? He's been superb.
Well, not a surprise package for me because leg spinners have really become dominant players. The fact that what he does do, he actually looks to get a lot of guys out with the wrong one. And you would have picked that wrong one, not, I don't think, Shawnee, because you struggled against the leggies, but most South Africans did, because they're not watching the rotation of the ball. And the number one thing, if they're not reading the ball which way it's spinning, the first mistake they're doing is they're not reading the length first. You still must read the length for it. Now, here's a really good illustration of what we're talking about for a leg break. Now, he's really high, so what we're having, the ball, if we get here, his leg break comes at the top of the hand here. At the top of the hand, there, if I can get there, right? He's wrong and actually comes out from the side, coming out from here. So you've got to be actually looking for that. Now, if you're struggling with actually reading which way it spins, then you've got to watch the rotation of the seam of the ball. And that's the biggest one for me. They're not watching the rotation of the ball. But I tell you what, the new phenomenon now, in T20 cricket now, is to have leg spinners like this fella who can bowl to left-handers and right-handers and still get guys out. They're very, very valuable, and I think more valuable than the off-spinner.
Sean, I think our stats guys have just told us you got 100 at the Chinnaswamy and faced a bit of spin there. So I think, Dino, I think you might need to rethink that statement.
Even a broken clock gets it right twice a day, all right? No, he's a great player. He's a great player.
My word.